I'm Marleigh.
And I'm Tess.
And welcome to Book Emporium, a podcast that you're probably listening to on the toilet.
Or mowing the lawn.
Oh, yeah, that's what you like to do when you listen to podcasts.
Exactly.
Tess is a bad bitch. She mows her own lawn.
I do, and I have cicadas land on me to prove it. The dumbest fucking bugs ever. They all listen to the lawnmower and they think, ooh, that's a big sexy cicada. I'm gonna land on her. And then I'm like, get off me. And you can't just shoo them. You have to physically pick them up and then yeet them into the distance.
Oh, horrifying.
Even psychosomatically, I feel like you're like, I can feel every inch of it that touched me. Enough talk of bugs.
On this podcast.
Actually, I don't know what you're going to cover today, so maybe bugs.
That's true. We haven't done a bug fucker book.
We haven't whipped out the ovipositors yet, but I'm sure they're waiting in the distant future.
It's coming. In case you don't know what we do here, on this podcast, we summarize smutty books for each other, and this week, it's my turn. I will be summarizing a book for Tess that she has never read or possibly heard of. On today's episode, I'll be covering The Never King by Nikki St. Crowe.
Oh, I have not heard of it.
All right. It is the first in the Vicious Lost Boys series, which is, you guessed it, a dark retelling of Peter and Wendy, where Peter smokes cigarettes and has hand tattoos.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We've talked about this before when we did Bonded by Thorns, but I love fairy tale retellings.
Yeah, it's always so fun, and this is a dark retelling, so we're doing dark romance again this week.
Sexy. Hand tattoos, baby.
Yeah, and I rewatched Peter Pan a few years ago. I don't know if you've rewatched Peter Pan as an adult, but I went, whoa, racism.
Yeah, there's some questionable elements.
Deeply,
for sure.
Deeply problematic movie. Yeah, there's quite a few pretty horrendous aspects of that movie. And Nikki St. Crowe does a great job of addressing this at the beginning of the book and talks about, you know, Native representation being important and having sensitivity readers. So she was really well aware of that going into this.
Great. We love it.
The Never King by Nikki St. Crowe is a multi-POV Why Choose dark fantasy romance retelling of Peter and Wendy.
Oh my gosh. Not only do we have a fairy tale retelling, we have a Why Choose fairy tale retelling, which is also what our last fairy tale retelling that we did a while ago, Bonded by Thorns, was. I really appreciate what these authors are doing for us.
Oh God, me too.
It is a public service that you don't make us choose.
Fuck a love triangle. Let's do a
love quadrangle. How many men are we talking in this Why Choose? Does she fuck all the Lost Boys? Who knows? Let's go in blind.
Winnie Darling has been told since she was a little girl that on her 18th birthday, Peter Pan would be coming for her.
Very ominous, actually.
Yep. She never believed it was true, but discovers that her mother's warnings may not have been as crazy as they sounded. For his part, Peter and his Lost Boys are doing everything they can to save the magic in Neverland, no matter what the cost.
Ooh.
Content index, mental illness, BDSM, violence, kidnapping, and captivity.
BDSM? Oh, wow. First BDSM book. First time that's been in a tag.
Yep. For a full list of content information, see Nikki St. Crowe's website. This episode will contain all of the spoilers for The Never King, so if you haven't read it, be advised. We open with Winnie, who's currently mounting a star football player who sucks at sex.
Fabulous.
It's her 18th birthday, and all she has to look forward to is her upcoming abduction.
So she's well aware that this abduction, it's how we were all raised in the 90s. It's not a if, it's a when.
That is exactly how my mother raised me. She was like, listen, one day you will be kidnapped. This is going to happen to you. And I was like, I'm afraid to go outside now. And she was like, good, that's how I like you.
Yes. We are indoor cats, but we earned our street cred for it. My mom lovingly told me once when I wandered too far away from her, I saw it. There was a person reaching out grabby hands right behind you.
Oh my God.
And I was like, wow. And you didn't try to stop them at all?
You
You're
did
just
nothing?
like, you need to walk faster, Tess. You're a dawdler and you're going to get napped. Cool. Did that make me walk faster? Absolutely not.
If they manage to get their grabby hands on me and you don't do shit about it, Mom, it sounds like a you problem.
One in a lovingly long line of fun, scary pranks that my mom liked to pull on me to get me to learn a lesson that I refused to learn. So
one of these days we have to do one of those trauma candy salad videos. Have you seen those?
Yes. We would both have some good ones.
Some fantastic ones.
This sounds like a good use of our time. Let's
Absolutely.
What you doing next week?
Let's do it and put it on TikTok. Every darling woman has disappeared on her 18th birthday and returned anywhere from a week to a month later, mentally broken, and Winnie's mom, Mary, is no exception. When Winnie gets home from her date with her flavor of the week, her mother is frantic but relieved to see her. Winnie makes the point that if nothing can keep Peter Pan away, doesn't matter where she is, but her mom glosses over it, making her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for dinner and sending her to her room, which is painted with all kinds of runes on the walls and ceiling.
Oh.
Some of them in Winnie's blood.
We're earning our dark today.
Yeah. Speaking of mom trauma.
Yeah, this is a lot. Oh, wait, her mom made those runes?
Not quite.
She was like,
we'll
hold
get into it.
still, baby.
We'll get into it.
Okay. We're just going to breeze right past this for now and get into it later.
This is the 19th house they've lived in, her mom hoping that if they kept moving, they could avoid the inevitable arrival of their family's serial kidnapper. All Winnie has is a few bags and an old trunk that belonged to her grandmother, Wendy.
Yeah, you would be so fucking detached if you have moved every single year statistically of your entire life.
Yeah.
You would have very few friends. Good on her for finding somebody to fuck at all.
Yeah.
Like, that would make it hard to be moving around constantly. And all of that blood writing has been done in just this short amount of time.
Yeah. Woof. She asks her mother to tell her about Peter, but her mom either doesn't remember or whatever happened to her made it impossible for her to talk about it. She remembers that it was on an island, that there were something called cloudberries, and that Peter's trying to get his magic back and thinks the darling women can help. Winnie doesn't believe any of it, but wonders when she, like all of the darling women before her, will go insane.
Yeah. So she just thinks she has an oncoming psychotic break.
Exactly.
That just so happens to coincide with 18.
Mm-hmm. After her mom falls asleep, Winnie gets up to take an ibuprofen, but hears a floorboard creak and books it back to the room. Her mom is asleep on a cot, and Winnie tries to shake her awake just in time for the locked door to swing open.
Oh, this is like a horror.
Mm-hmm. Framed in the doorway is a tall man lighting a cigarette, his hands covered in tattoos.
I know you told me it was he smokes cigarettes and has hand tattoos, but it's still fun.
He greets Winnie's mother, Mary, who tells him he can't have Winnie, but he asks how she proposes to stop him.
Super great.
Mm-hmm. Winnie is in awe. Her mother wasn't crazy, and this scary hot guy really has come for her.
Her mom is like, no, you can't have my daughter. And Peter Pan with his tattoos is like, bet.
Yeah, exactly. The runes on the walls and ceiling are useless against him as he steps into the room with no problems at all.
But you know what? That's how you know your mom cares. If your mom isn't writing blood runes to try to keep away this demonic prince, does your mom even really care about you?
It's fair. I mean, my mom never drew blood runes to keep the kidnappers
And
away.
your
She
mom
just traumatized
would.
me.
Your mom would.
She would. She's very witchy.
She is extremely witchy. I'm sure she gave you crystals, though.
Oh, yeah. No, I actually had a crazy sleep paralysis episode. In the handful of times I've had sleep paralysis, I've never had visual hallucinations. They've always been physical. Mm-hmm. This time, I saw a figure standing over my bed. And the question I asked was, who's this? Just like very calmly. And it scared the hell out of me. And I got up and I went into the living room. I was fully an adult when this happened, mind you. Mom, I just got attacked by a ghost. And she's like, I got the crystals. I got the sage. Let's go.
Yeah.
She's like, start making figure eights. We're doing it. We're getting rid of it. And she believed me immediately. There was no question that I had seen something crazy.
I think it's important that the belief goes both ways. It's a childhood trust thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, listen, if I told you there's a demon or something and I'm really convinced, I need some kind of password or something to let you know.
Yeah, I actually am, beyond my sleep paralysis episodes that, again, have luckily been few and far between, I'm actually pretty much ghost repellent. Anytime there's somebody who's like, my house is haunted, don't worry, zero paranormal activity happens in my presence. I don't know why I have this power or what use it is.
There is a comedian named Ruby Setnick who has a bit that I strongly subscribe to about how people with ADHD are immune to ghosts because you would walk into a room with all of the drawers and everything open and you'd look at it and be, well, I must have done that. So
meanwhile, the ghost
you might be surrounded by ghosts 24/7 and you just have no idea because you do ghost shit behavior.
Meanwhile, the ghost is just bashing their head against the wall going, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
When Marleigh and I lived together, there were a couple of times where this isn't even ghost level behavior. This is some abducted by aliens level behavior. When you left the Brita water container open under the faucet with the top flipped up in the sink, I was, how is that the point you stop? It could have only been heightened if you'd left the water running, but everything was perfectly in the space for you to have turned on the water. And I was like, what could have possibly happened that's the point you walked away?
And the answer is so much.
Yeah, something happened, but unless it was somebody literally throwing a brick through the window, I don't understand how this is the point. It made more sense that you were abducted by aliens, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And especially because it was hours later that I found it. How has it stayed this way? It's really impressive.
I was busy.
Yeah.
Peter grabs Winnie by the front of her dress and tells her that she has 3 seconds to decide if she wants to do this the easy way or the hard way.
Hard way. Let's go.
Winnie chooses the easy way.
Oh. It's like, fight.
She is very stunned by his beauty. He has this dark blonde hair and these bright blue eyes. Very attractive man. And Peter snaps his fingers and everything goes dark.
Oh, interesting. So he has some kind of power over her consciousness or over electricity?
I think over her consciousness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in a slumber now.
The next chapter is from Peter's POV. It takes him longer to get back to Neverland than usual, and the darling he's carrying is skin and bone. He knows that this is his last chance to fix the magic, or the island will die.
Oh, so he's slower. He's physically flying slower.
He can't even fly anymore.
What, is he walking back to Neverland?
Yeah, he's able to get through a portal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining him second star to the right, just marching through the air. Like the doggy paddle of flying.
That's a great image.
He's a golden retriever that's doing the T-Rex arms in a pool. It's like, I don't understand.
He carries Winnie up to the loft of the Never treehouse to find Vane, Cass, and Bash waiting for him. Cass and Bash are twins, and Vane's a psychopath.
Great. Wonderful. We love the crew, love the Lost Boys.
And there are other Lost Boys as well, but these are the main 4 boys. Yeah.
They live in the treehouse together.
Uh-huh.
We're the 4 best friends that anybody could have. I love it when guys have a treehouse.
It's so cute.
We have quite a few treehouses under our belts.
Peter takes her to the spare bedroom and sets her on the bed, still unconscious. Bash chains her to the wall, while Peter lights another cigarette like he's in Peaky Blinders. These guys smoke so fucking much.
Wow. You got to do something with idle hands.
It's true.
Fascinating that they felt the need to chain her to the wall to start with. You know, she didn't put up a fight or anything, but who knows?
Bad things happen when they run. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Daytime is coming, and Peter loses all of his remaining power in the daylight, so he goes to retreat downstairs, but not before reminding Bash not to touch Winnie. Boning a darling is what got them into this mess in the first place.
Oh, no.
And that's called foreshadowing.
We caused spells with sex. We break spells with sex. That sounds like a fun time. That's how magic works.
Exactly. Winnie wakes up to find herself chained to the wall with a shirtless, dark-haired, tattooed man standing over her, Cass. He tells her that he's chained her for her safety, and his twin brother walks in, the duo identical except for their hair. Cass is long, and Bash is short. They bring her some water, and she can tell from the sound of the gulls and waves crashing outside there by the ocean. Winnie wonders if any of this is real or a sign that she's finally gone insane.
Yeah, it sounds like the whole vibe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, has a tinge of unreliable narrator.
A little bit.
You don't know, at least at this point, if it's real.
She asks the boys what she's doing there, and they ask what her mother told her, to which Winnie says not much. She watches them closely, having always had a way of reading people. They introduce themselves as the nice ones, but she can sense that they're dangerous.
We're the nice ones, as you sit chained against a wall. Don't worry, it's for your safety.
She asks who the mean ones are if they're the nice ones, and they're interrupted by a third man entering the room who takes a drag of Bash's cigarette and asks if Winnie started crying yet.
All right. So the cast is looking great.
He's kind of less beefy than the other two, but somewhat more sinister, with 3 scars across his face. One of his eyes is black, and the other is violet.
Oh, so it's got some fun heterochromia going on here.
Mm-hmm. It's very sexy.
Yes, and the scars across his face are these big scars, like claw marks?
Yeah, it's like a claw mark over his black eye.
Gotcha.
His name is Vane, and he says that all of the darlings break eventually, even if Winnie hasn't yet.
He has such high expectations of her. Like, she's been conscious for about 5 minutes. Is she already sad and broken yet? Like, wow, you think a lot of yourself, Vane.
Seriously. He's such a dick.
You barely chained me up.
Yeah.
You already think I'm broken? Wow.
As he holds her gaze, Winnie looks away, suddenly feeling an overbearing sense of dread and terror, and tears pour down her face.
Oh, so she does.
I was just watching you speak, and I was like, I'm about to explain this.
Ask and ye shall receive. His dreams come true.
Bash tells him to knock it off, and suddenly it stops. They introduce Vane as the scary one, and he tells them to unchain her.
But it's for her safety.
They take her out of the room so Bash can make her some cloudberry pancakes, and we're in Bash's POV now. Winnie looks around curiously as Bash muses on how they kidnapped some colonial soldiers who built the crumbling house they're in, which was built around a tree that grew back even when they chopped it down, the Never Tree. The soldiers are long dead, of course. The decay of the house is directly tied to Pan's dying magic. Bash has Winnie sit while he cooks, and Cass explains that she's there to help them find something that was stolen from Pan.
Interesting. Okay, so they've kidnapped a lot of people over time.
Mm-hmm.
So they've had time to perfect their kidnapping skills.
Very much so.
No wonder Pan was saying to Winnie's mom, yeah, I'm definitely going to get your daughter.
Winnie, of course, wants to know what it is that was taken, but they leave the details murky on purpose. Bash thinks about how he doesn't like to see the darlings cry, but he loves watching them bleed. An electric guitar plays in the background.
Oh, the nice ones, everyone.
Vane warns her not to run, or she won't like what happens when he catches her.
Oh, they're all so ominous.
Truly. Cass and Bash, who can communicate without speaking, share their suspicion that there's something different about this darling than the others. She's not afraid, not even of Vane. Whenever they do their mind speak with each other, people can hear tinkling bells in the background.
Oh, that's a fun little twist. I like that detail. But of course she's not afraid. She is emotionally dead. She moved 19 times. I moved 5 times in 2 years, and I'm going to tell you, it's like a trauma.
Yeah, I'm very close, I think, to that number in the last few years. We both moved across the country. You moved before I did, but even before that, you moved multiple times where we're originally from.
And it fucks you up. I did all of that as an adult.
Yeah.
And she was doing it as a kid, switching schools every single, like, no. I'm surprised she knows how to read.
Bash serves her the pancakes, and the way that she eats them gives all of the boys boners.
Wait, how do you sexy eat a pancake? You fold it up like a taco and go, how do you make a pancake phallic? Or is it just like licking syrup?
She's just licking syrup.
Okay, yeah. You know what? That actually makes more sense. I'm like, oh, what are you, deep-throating your carbs? But yeah, that does make sense. It's more the licking than the chewing. All right, ignore me, Marleigh. Continue.
Vane's eyes even go fully black until Bash snaps at him and says, dude, stop.
Oh, so the purple one turned black.
Uh-huh.
He was like, it's so sexy.
Yeah.
The way you lick that syrup. Wow. All pupil, all day.
Cherry, a girl from the island, shows up and Vane immediately leaves because she has a crush on him and he hates her as well as pretty much everybody else.
Okay. They're on a forever island and you're stuck with your stalker. That's
essentially.
That's going to be a hard time.
Yeah. The Lost Boys haven't been the nicest to Cherry, but that doesn't seem to dim her sunny disposition because she's delighted to meet Winnie and shakes her hand.
Aw, fun.
She starts to tell Winnie that the Lost Boys can be a little rough and that they've been abandoned by their mothers, but Bash is like, shut the fuck up.
I can change them all.
That's literally Cherry in a nutshell.
Cherry.
I can fix him.
Yeah, I believe in them.
It's almost sunset, which means Pan will be awake soon. In the next chapter, we're with Winnie again, who offers Cherry some of her pancakes when Bash says there aren't anymore. She can tell Cherry is eager to be liked and figures she can use that to her advantage. Because Winnie's mom was never a cook, she's only had pancakes one other time when a babysitter took her to a diner and she ate so many she got sick. Winnie asks Cherry what she needs to know about the Lost Boys and Neverland, but Cherry says she isn't supposed to talk about it. Cherry says she wasn't taken but came of her own free will from the other side of the island.
Okay, so she's not a kidnappee. No wonder she's sunny.
Yeah. When she presses for what the Lost Boys are looking for, Cherry just says that they're a lot older than they look and that whatever happened was before her time.
She kind of already knows this.
Yeah. Bash shoos Cherry away and Cass tells her to finish up eating because Pan will be awake soon.
You know that time when you ate so many pancakes you threw up? Do it faster.
In Pan's POV, he awakens in the dark, wondering how much time he has left. Vane enters his room without knocking because he has a key and tells him he looks like hell. Pan says the journey took a lot out of him, but he didn't trust Vane to do it without somehow harming the darling in the process. Because Vane was, why didn't you let me pick her up? He's, I don't know, maybe because you're fucking crazy, Vane?
You're super psychotic. You're the mean one.
Yeah, that's literally what they call you. That's your nickname.
No, I didn't send you as the welcome wagon. Thank you very much. Also, if he looks like hell, he should stop smoking.
This is an ad for not smoking.
Yes. Nicotine kills even the immortals.
Vane remarks that Winnie's prettier than the last darling, and that she's calm for now, but asks too many questions, and Cherry blabbed to her too much. Cherry, we learn, despite saying that she came of her own free will, is collateral, but very loyal to the Lost Boys. She used to hook up with the twins, but they don't anymore, and Vane is the one that she really wants.
Interesting. She's just working her way around the group.
Uh-huh. Vane wants to kill her and send a message, but Pan says no and asks him when the last time he chased somebody was and that he needs to get it out of his system so that he doesn't use it on the darling.
Chased somebody?
Uh-huh. Pan knows that Winnie has to be the one to help them or they will be SOL because he can feel the island slipping out of his grip. He doesn't know how he came to be, but believes that he was birthed by Neverland itself in the lagoon.
He's kind of like a mermaid.
Yeah. He can hear Cass and Bash laughing with Winnie, who's made the treehouse warmer somehow. Pan interrupts them with Vane at his back and tosses back some rum, catching Winnie looking at him and blushing.
Oh, he's drinking too.
Oh yeah, they got a whole long-ass liquor cabinet. They're bad boys.
I do like the idea of Okay, what if you stopped aging? What would you do? Smoke, drink, do drugs, be into fucked up shit. You're like, all right, we're going hard in the paint in one direction.
Peter muses that Winnie's going to pay the cost for something she knows nothing about, but he doesn't feel bad enough about it not to go through with it. He tells her to get up, and Bash warns her, again, not to run. They take her outside past the fire pit where the Lost Boys and the Island Girls are hanging out, and to the shoreline. The south end of the island is Pan's territory. The north end is Hook's. And Tilly, the Fae Queen's territory, is in the middle.
We've got a fairy queen.
Mm-hmm.
I love. Okay.
Pan tells her that this is Neverland and there's no escaping it. Winnie asks why they take Darlings and what she's doing there, and says she wants to go home because her mother needs her. She can't help them with whatever it is that they're after.
Especially if they don't tell her shit.
Yeah, they're very secretive. Winnie's cut off by an abrupt show of terror and bolts down the beach.
Okay, so she's just overwhelmed. It's like an internal feeling?
Uh-huh.
Oh, she shouldn't run.
Yeah, she really shouldn't. Pan realizes it's Vane's influence and tells him to get his shit together and that he can't chase Winnie without ripping her limbs off or some shit, so Pan will have to hunt her down himself.
Oh, so when he was saying get it out of your system earlier, he fully expects Vane to murder whatever he's chasing?
It's a possibility, but usually it doesn't end that way. It ends a different way.
Yeah, he's gonna rip it apart or fuck it. All right, good for you, Vane, I guess.
Vane's never had much control over his shadow, which we get the sense is the source of his magic.
Oh.
We're with Winnie next, who's fleeing down the beach. Pan stops her, and for a moment is less of an asshole as he explains that Vane has the ability to make people feel very visceral fear. Winnie asks if it's magic, and Pan doesn't fully confirm. She says she wants to go home because she doesn't want to be broken. And he tells her that how much she breaks is up to her, and if she fights it, it will be worse.
Asking, is that magic? Yeah, fucking Winnie. Of course it is. What the fuck else is it?
She came from the real world. She has no fucking clue what's going on.
That's true. And it does lead credence to the idea that she's toying with still, which is maybe I'm just going nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
And
am I seeing shit? Am I hallucinating things? It's totally possible.
They're running on a beach and it still feels very dark ambiance. I like the world building so far.
Pan says she can go home after he finds out whether or not she can help him, and when she refuses to move, he picks her up and puts her over his shoulder, carrying her back to the treehouse and warning her that if she runs again, next time it'll be Vane who chases her.
I'm sorry, I'll have to hold you with my tattooed hands on your ass as we walk back.
He drops her on a couch in the bar area and finally explains a little more about why she's there. The Darlings took something from him generations ago, and he wants it back. Before Winnie can interject that she doesn't know what he's talking about, he says that he doesn't need permission to do what he has to, but that if she cooperates, it will be easier.
Is it a physical item? I'm so interested.
Winnie just stares at him in awe of his ethereal beauty, and he notices that she's looking at him, and he's, oh boy.
I can't have her looking at me. I couldn't possibly. I don't want that attention.
In the next chapter, we're still with Winnie, who's remembering when she was 13 and she and her mom lived next door to a sex worker named Starla, who was wealthy and unabashedly herself. Winnie adored Starla and used to watch her, learning everything she could before she and her mom had to move away. She wonders now what Starla would do if she were in Winnie's position, and realizes that Starla would make a plan and not be afraid.
Make a plan to fuck him or make a plan to escape? Because I get the feeling she's kind of obsessed with how hot he is.
Oh yeah, and not just him.
I would make a plan to eeny, meeny, miny, reverse cowgirl.
Winnie's used men for all kinds of things before, including rides and food, and decides that she's going to seduce Cass and see if he'll be willing to get her off the island. She calls out for him and he comes to her. Cass's chapter is next, and he comes in to find Winnie crying in bed. He comforts her as she weeps about Pan breaking her like he broke her mother. When Winnie touches his thigh, he says he should go, but she asks him to stay because she doesn't want to be alone. And this is actually true. Winnie hates being by herself.
Okay. It's just coinciding with the fact that she would also fuck him.
Yeah.
And get what she wants. Why not?
Cass tells her to lie back and uses his magic to cast an illusion across the ceiling to make it look like the night sky. His magic is always stronger, nearer to the full moon. It isn't quite the full moon yet, but will be soon. Winnie asks him what he is, and he says in her world, he'd be called a fairy.
All right.
She laughs and is about to say that she doesn't believe in fairies, but he covers her mouth and tells her that if she ever says that aloud, it would kill him.
I like this twist on the story.
The lore is cool.
This is kind of the thing that I love about twisted fairy tales or fairy tale retellings, is because to the reader, that story is familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And when an author can make a story where I already know the major plot points and the major plot twists, potentially, and you still manage to make it fresh and make it new and make it interesting, that's, to me, a Herculean effort.
She does such a good job with this
In this
entire book.
It's so difficult to do. It's a really difficult plane to land. I feel if an author can take something where 99% of your audience is already familiar with the large majority of what's going to happen in a story, and you still can turn it onto its head, fucking brava.
Yeah, trust me, it only gets crazier. She asks where his wings are if he's a fairy, and
whip him out.
Yeah, show me. And he tells her he lost them, but doesn't explain how. In Neverland, they're called Fae, and their only rule is that they don't kill each other, but he and Bash broke that rule.
Oh, so they killed another Fae.
Exactly. Winnie asks about his tattoos, and he says that they used to mean something, but are now just a reminder. What he doesn't say aloud is that the tattoos are a mark of rank, and that he and Bash used to be significant.
This is like their insignias.
Yes. Winnie touches his chest and trails her fingers down, but Cass stops her and tells her he knows what she's trying to do and it won't work.
But won't it, though? You can only hold out so long.
He leaves her room and goes down to the bonfire and chooses one of the town girls to blow him while thinking about Winnie the whole time.
Yeah, sure. As you do.
For her part, Winnie is up in her room watching and finds herself enjoying the sight.
Oh my. Wow, she's got good vision.
I mean, they're not that far away.
Okay, yeah. He's just right outside the window, like, hold on. Let me angle this for the audience. Hello. Hi.
Bash storms into the room, puts his hand around her throat, and asks what she did to Cass. But Winnie says she didn't do anything and that they're the ones who kidnapped her.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to do anything.
He bitched out.
What about you?
Bash says that it isn't fun for them to do any of this or to watch Pan die in front of their eyes, then stops when he realizes he let something slip.
Yeah.
Winnie asks why Pan is dying, but Bash doesn't tell her anything. She then realizes that she mistook Cass for the weakest link, but should have gone after Bash, because he's the one that wouldn't let honor get in the way of getting his dick wet.
Yep. Listen, it's about shots that you take.
Yeah.
And congratulations, you've got try number 2. Batter up.
She rubs up against him and manages to seduce him. And he has her get on top so she can bounce on it crazy style.
Oh my gosh. Was I close? Reverse cowgirl.
Yeah. You were close.
Yeah.
They're interrupted by Pan coming into the room and telling them not to stop on his account.
You know, these men in a wide shoes, they're so reasonable. They're like, I'm going to chain you up and I'm going to make you afraid. But let's all be adults here. I'm just going to sit in my cuck chair. Thank you very much.
They keep going at it, but before Winnie can finish, Pan yanks her off Bash and tells him to leave.
Unacceptable.
Right?
Must finish what you started.
She drops into the wingback chair and just starts getting herself off.
We love a woman who's got her priorities straight.
Yeah.
Fine. You can stop him. I'm still going to finish.
I'll play it acoustic. I don't give a fuck.
Watch me do it solo.
Pan actually touches her as well, but lets her finish herself.
Okay. He's just like every third.
He then barks at her that they don't fuck darlings and not to do this again or she'll regret it before he leaves the room.
Yeah, because that's absolutely not sex. Like, I didn't fuck you. I fucked you with my fingers, but I didn't fuck you.
Yeah.
That doesn't count because of magic rules.
Neverland is different.
I love his personal through line of reasoning does not hold up to scrutiny, and I love that for him.
In the next chapter, we're with Peter, and he's never been more erect. Vane shows up, and Pan asks him if he, quote, took care of it. And by it, he means his penises need to chase women. He did.
I have this mental image of his penis actually talking to him. I want to chase somebody. Down, boy.
Let me out.
These zippers are too tight. He's sitting with his straight jacket. Like, no. Cock straight jacket.
Don't tuck me into your waistband, you fucking coward.
Let me breathe.
He did, and apparently Cherry was involved, and she managed to survive the encounter, which is evidently rare for Vane, who dicks him down so good they just explode.
They just burst into a ball of glitter when they come.
It's never gonna get better than this.
That's the curse of the peen.
He's gonna wear peen.
Yes, exactly. Everyone I touch, they just die of happiness immediately.
Pan tells Vane that Bash fucked the darling, and Vane can smell her on him too, and warns him not to let Winnie get under his skin. Winnie wakes up the next day, feeling like this is something of a vacation, save for the chains and kidnapping bits, so her life is clearly stellar.
I mean, there's seagulls outside, there's seashells, there's dick.
What more could a girl want?
What do you do on vacation? You fuck the locals.
Cherry comes into the room with some coffee and breakfast for Winnie, looking like she got into a fight with a raccoon. Winnie asks her what happened, but Cherry kind of blushes and doesn't answer.
I survived magic dick. You too, friends, sisters.
Twins.
Besties.
Cherry tells Winnie she's pretty, and when Winnie says, I know, Cherry kind of scowls at her.
She's out there Han Soloing. Yeah, I know.
I'm aware. Winnie says it's important to know what one's assets are, and Cherry doesn't believe she has any, but Winnie argues that she does. The Lost Boys underestimate Cherry, which Winnie argues she could use to her advantage. Winnie is also clued into the fact that Cherry is clearly very hungry for some type of attention.
Oh, I like this. She should fuck Cherry.
Yeah.
Cherry could get her off the island, or at least to the other side of the island. Who knows? Maybe we escape scissoring off into the sunset. There's magic here.
Winnie asks which of the boys is her favorite, and Cherry admits it's Vane, letting something slip about his shadow. Winnie promises not to say anything if Cherry will tell her what she means, and Cherry explains that there are 7 islands, including Neverland, each with their own kings. Each island has 2 shadows, life and death, and the king always claims one. Pan claimed the life shadow, but lost it, which is why he's dying.
Oh, so he lost his shadow.
Mm-hmm. Throwing it back.
Yes, it is. Interesting. And I like this life versus death thing.
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically, there is also a death shadow on this island.
Exactly.
As well.
The death shadow actually is also missing, but nobody's looking for it because the death shadow is very dangerous.
And the death shadow wasn't claimed.
Mm-hmm. Winnie puts together that the shadow is what Pan thinks the darlings can help him find.
Yeah, there's only so many things that are missing.
Since Cherry is a wealth of information, Winnie mentions that she learned the twins are fae but lost their wings. Cherry explains that they killed their father, which is why they're lost boys now and not at the fae court.
So did all of the lost boys, quote unquote, kill a fae?
Not necessarily. They come from all over the place. Some of them even come from Winnie's world. Cherry herself is human and comes from Pirate Captain Hook's part of Neverland.
That's the other side of the island.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Winnie can tell that Cherry knows Hook somehow, but she doesn't explain her connection to him. Cherry's also never left Neverland and doesn't know how to cross between worlds, unlike Pan. So what you were saying before about, hey, they could scissor into the sunset, maybe Cherry can help her get off the island. She can't.
Well, just because she hasn't done it before.
Doesn't mean she can't try. When Winnie mentions being bored alone in this room, Cherry offers to ask the twins if Winnie can come to the bonfire that night. Winnie is grateful, and looking at the cuts and bruises on Cherry, asks if Vane gave them to her. Cherry doesn't really answer, but says that Vane comes from another island, and he possesses the Death Shadow.
Duly noted, so he just got it and has it.
Exactly. We're with Bash and Cass next, and Bash admits to Cass while they're vibing in some hammocks that he hooked up with Winnie.
We're twins and we share everything.
Oh, they share everything. Cass assumes that Pan will kill Bash for it, but Bash explains that he walked in on them and told them to keep going.
Yeah, no worries, bro. I already fucked in front of him and everything was fine. Oh, okay. Everything's wonderful. Let's fuck her.
Cass asks how she was, and Bash says, slutty, just the way I like 'em.
Oh my God.
Which annoys the shit out of Cass.
Yeah, he's, oh, I like sluts too. Darn.
Cherry approaches them and asks if Winnie can come to the bonfire. They don't think Pan will like it, but Cherry points out that there's nowhere for Winnie to run, to which Bash says, it looks like she did plenty of running last night, and asks if the Death Shadow gave Cherry her best and most terrifying orgasm of her life.
A feargasm.
She blushes but gives them the brush off and asks again if Winnie can come, and that she'll ask Pan for forgiveness instead of permission.
See? Everybody's got their priorities.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
It's also worth mentioning here that Cass and Bash are very irritated with Cherry pretty much all the time. None
They're
of the
not
Lost
getting
Boys.
to fuck her anymore.
Yeah, none of the Lost Boys are particularly nice to her. Once she leaves, Cass reminds Bash that if he gets them kicked out of the treehouse, they'll have nowhere else to go. Their sister, Tilly, the Fae Queen, will be coming tomorrow on the full moon. And they muse about how they miss her and being part of the Fae court, but she's unlikely to ever forgive them for killing their father. Cass poses the question of whether or not Tilly is doing what she says she is when it comes to helping them out with the Darlings, but if she isn't, they would have no idea what to do about it.
So their sister still cares for them and has stated that she wants to help them.
Yes.
Whether or not she actually is up to be seen.
Exactly. The next chapter is told from the perspective of a brownie in Tilly's court.
Oh, they have brownies.
Uh-huh.
What I know of brownie lore, and you can tell me, is that mainly that they do little favors, but you can't thank them.
So
Does that exist here?
That
or no?
they don't specify that, but I love knowing that piece of lore. It's very interesting.
That's what I understand of brownies. It's a very strange unpaid labor kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah. Wow. The brownie has no name, and he's been around for a long time, but he isn't older than Peter Pan. The brownie doesn't want to return to life under Pan's rule as King of Neverland and set a plan in motion that began with Tinkerbell, who's been dead a long time now.
Oh.
He enters the throne room and tells Queen Tilly that Pan has the darling, so she dismisses the fae she's with to speak to him alone. The queen confirms with the brownie that the darling is Mary's daughter and asks for his thoughts. The brownie tells her that Pan's losing the island and this is probably his last chance. He also tells her that now would be the time to take the island if she wants it, and asks what her mother, Tinkerbell, would have wanted.
Oh, shit. She is a direct descendant. Her mother is Tinkerbell.
Uh-huh. And Cass and Bash are also Tinkerbell's children.
Tinkerbell's children. Okay. Interesting. When earlier you said the island is dying.
Mm-hmm.
In Tilly's mind, at least, she could snatch the island from Pan once he dies, and she could become queen of the whole island, not just her little section.
Exactly.
Understood. Okay. Yeah. There's like a deed somewhere buried.
Yeah.
Oop, no, on a technicality, lands revert to me.
The deed is actually tattooed on Pan's body, so once he's dead, then you could just...
It just goes over.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll take this one and this one.
Tilly says that Tink loved Pan once, and the brownie reminds her that Pan also killed her.
Just by being a non-believer.
Actually, I like to torture my boyfriend by telling him about the plots of these books sometimes. And I was, in this version of the story, Pan has killed Tinkerbell. And he goes, what did he do? Sit on her?
Maybe she sat on him. We'll get to it, I'm sure.
Tilly admonishes the brownie for speaking out of turn and turns down his suggestion to use her brothers for any part of it. She will just need to do her part and then wait it out, and Peter Pan will fail, and she'll claim his shadow and Neverland.
But he lost his shadow, so she knows where it is.
She might.
Ooh, oh my God, I can't put it together.
Yeah.
I'm doing lobster claws of joy over here.
The brownie departs on her command to find out where Hook stands. The next morning, Winnie is woken up by Cass, who removes her chain and says that Bash told him about last night and that he's sorry that he did that. Winnie tells him not to be, and that she enjoyed it and muses that being chained to a bed is far from the worst thing that's ever happened to her.
She was, no apologies on my account. That's fine. She's like, you want to go again?
Your turn? She's a horny bitch and can still remember the feeling not only of fucking Bash, but of how much she liked Pan watching them do it.
And also, once you've had one twin, you have to have the fantasy scorecard does have requirements. We're here to make dreams come true. I know that's another Disney movie, but still.
Cass asks if she wants to come to the bonfire, and she asks if Pan is okay with it, but Pan is still sleeping in his tomb and doesn't know about it.
Oh, he's like a vampire?
Yeah, kinda. Cass says Winnie is different from the other darlings, that they're used to them being terrified and screaming.
She was raised by a mother that was traumatizing her from day one.
Pretty much.
Listen, you're gonna have a bad time. She's like, okay, I'm just gonna be super chill.
She changes the subject back to Pan's tomb, and Cass, again, refuses to elaborate because nobody likes to tell anything around here. And
I'm not even going to talk about beds.
Yeah, and lets her know that Bash is in the kitchen making food. Winnie finds Bash in the kitchen making honeysuckle tarts and sticks her finger in the batter to taste it.
She knows how to eat gloop sexily. Honey, syrup, it's all the same.
Yep. He puts some on his finger so she can lick it off and chides that she's going to get him killed, as if he isn't making these choices himself.
Like, hold on, let me put my fingers in your mouth. Gosh, it's all your fault.
Why are you making me do this?
Why are you making me so hard?
Vane walks in on them and puts some batter on his fingers and smears it all over Winnie's mouth, kind of to make her mad, and she licks it off pornographically.
Oh my gosh, they really are just any viscous substance. I'm really good at this. Stop testing me.
This makes Vane a deadly combination of enraged and horny, and he bends her over the counter and starts grinding on her, which just turns her on more.
She's like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Basically.
Vacation life.
He lets go of her, and she falls down because his dick was load-bearing. And Bash helps her up.
She actually hits the deck. Like,
yeah.
I was writing on it. Excellent.
Winnie asks if all of them are allergic to shirts, and Vane storms off.
He's so prissy. For someone who just aggressively ground against you, how dare you say anything flirty back? I have to leave.
He really is prissy. That's a perfect word for Vane.
Yes.
Bash is amazed that she managed to make Vane leave before he could make her cry, and is glad she's there, if only to shake things up, because things have been kind of dull and boring for the last 18-ish years since they traumatized Mary.
Whatever. You're so different from your mom.
Cherry and Cass come in with some fairy wine, and when Winnie tries it, it's the best thing she's ever tasted. Probably since all she's had before is Four Loko at high school parties.
Yeah. Oh, playing Edward 40 Hands isn't as exciting as fairy wine.
Exactly. Cherry invites her to come down to the fire, where there's a whole bunch of lost boys hanging around, all of them looking to be around Winnie's age, but likely older. Cherry says they don't have magic, but they come from everywhere, including Winnie's world, and live under the loft where Pan and the others shack up.
Are they all smoking and shirtless?
Pretty much.
This kind of club is my kind of club.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like a biker gang, but with no jackets. It's all skins, no shirts.
Pretty much. Winnie joins the group around the bonfire for a card game called Gable, and a red-haired boy takes an interest in her, and she's interested back. She wonders why she was ever afraid of coming to Neverland, considering she's kind of having the time of her life here.
I know. This is a smorgasbord of dick. What's not to love? This really is a great time. Bring out those handcuffs again. Let's go hog wild.
She gets into the Lost Boy's lap and kisses him. Vane wakes Pan and warns him that the darling is drunk and at the bonfire, and in some Lost Boy's lap. This sends Pan into a fury, and he stomps out to the bonfire to put a stop to it, despite the fact that his no touchy the darlings rule only applies to the 4 of them and none of the other Lost Boys.
Oh, so she can really fuck her way through the group if she so chooses.
If she desired, yeah.
Pan sounds like such a prude right now.
He's such a cock block.
If he's gonna get in the middle of this, like, gosh darn it. You know better, sir. Take your cup chair and sit and wait your turn.
He yanks Winnie off the boy's lap, tosses her at Vane, and rips the boy's heart out.
Oh no, that's less what we wanted.
Yeah. Pan drags her upstairs and throws her into a chair, telling her he has rules in place for her safety, but she wisely points out that he kidnapped her.
You're being very hot and cold.
Yeah. He says he's trying to save the island, and Winnie replies that she didn't take his shadow. They figure out fast that Cherry probably told her about it, and Winnie asks if he's going to kill her too.
Yeah, apparently we're going around heart ripping.
Yeah. Pan pulls her out of the chair again and asks if she plans to fuck every lost boy on the island just to provoke him. Winnie's smart enough to pick up on the subtext of this, which is that he's upset at the prospect of her having sex with anybody else.
But we're okay with fucking Bash. So she's just got to keep it close to the treehouse.
Exactly. Loft only.
Spread that pussy around, but in like a concentric circle.
Yeah. She tells him maybe she will, and that they call her Winnie Whore back home.
Oh my God. That doesn't even rhyme.
I know.
Work. Like, what a shitty. But it's also such a shitty insult that it actually seems more believable because of it.
Exactly what high schoolers would come up with.
Yes. Famously, it's either the most creative group of people or the least creative group of people.
Yeah.
And she's fucking around with football players.
Exactly.
Which, not that you can't be educated, but they're probably not coming up with the best insults.
Yeah.
Those theater kids, if you fuck around with the theater kids, they'll come up with some good ones.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So Pan bends her over the table, and they start fucking while the other 3 watch.
I mean, problem asked, problems answered.
He makes Winnie come with some clit rubbing, and after he finishes, bashes, hey, cool if I go next?
Okay. Wow. You know, I love how easy he was to convince.
Yeah.
He was absolutely no, we will not touch you. And then, oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to fuck you. Everybody can fuck you. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Let's have a party.
Pan nods his approval, and Bash and Cass spit roast her.
Wow. Wow. We are going full on train.
Yep.
This is, woo. Wow.
It got spicy fast.
It did. I love a good pace. We love a good rhythm over here at Book and Porny.
When they're done, Winnie's never felt more alive. Vane approaches Winnie.
She's high on dick.
Yeah, she's fuck
She's
yes.
like, I am snorting cum right now.
Vane approaches Winnie and, oh yeah, it's about to go off.
Yeah. Number 4.
Number 4. Instead, he just spits in her mouth.
I mean, okay. It's not the fluid that she wanted.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll get it in time.
Again, he's such a priss. That's all you'll get from me, which really pisses her off.
If the name of the game is Leave Them Wanting More, he's got something in his mind.
Yeah. He leaves, and Pan orders her to sleep with the twins that night.
Oh, no. You have to sleep with the twins. There's only one bed for us 3.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Twist my rubber arm, if you please.
Winnie takes a shower while Bash and Cass make the room look like a pretty enchanted forest for her, grateful that Pan lost his shit so they could all finally fuck.
I love that we'll clean the room and tidy. You clean up and get ready. And they're just fluffing pillows and stuff. We're going to make this one look like a rock. This one looks like starlight. I love the ambiance that they're laying down with their magic.
It's so romantic.
Yes. They're like, we're going to make this magical, literally. You're already having sex with 2. You're having sex with twins. Let's make it more magical.
Yeah.
Wow. We're granting so many wishes.
Meanwhile, Pan is feeling homicidal and invites Vane to come along to murder someone with him.
Oh, okay. Because the cigarettes aren't enough.
Nope. Pan can no longer fly, so they have to walk to Darlington, a city that Pan owns.
Interesting naming conventions going on here.
Yep. They head to a bar called the Black Dove, where they're likely to find some pirates. Some drunks pass them and refer to Vane as the Dark One, a title awarded to anybody who claims the Death Shadow. Vane brings up the fact that Pan broke the rules by fucking Winnie, but Pan's like, shut up.
Rules don't matter here, obviously. We're trying to fix things by breaking more rules.
Yeah.
You know that thing that I said that you had to follow? Well, I don't subscribe.
They walk into the bar and find 2 of Hook's men are there, drinking, to their doom.
They're just, listen, now that one of us got his rocks off, let's go do some blood play.
Yeah.
Murder, fuck, murder, fuck, murder, fuck. This is a raging testosterone book.
That's how they roll. In the next chapter, Winnie's snuggled in bed next to Cass and Bash. Oh no. And Bash gives her a quote-unquote kiss, which is an acorn cap threaded through a rope.
To wear as a necklace?
Yeah, to wear as like a bracelet. Winnie says that 2 days ago she thought she was going to go insane and that this is much better.
And if you are going insane and that's the version of insanity, like and subscribe, baby.
Please, yes.
My psychotic break has tons of penis.
Bash tells her she might not feel that way for much longer, but tells her to go to sleep. Winnie's not tired, though. The chronic pains that plagued her in the mortal world don't seem to affect her in Neverland. She got used to it after all of the rituals her mom had various priests and witches perform on her that resulted in her being cut up.
Oh, so does she have like scars all over her body?
Exactly.
Yikes.
Her mother's desire to save her only caused her more pain in the end.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a iffy parenting, Mary.
Yeah. She starts to drift off, and before she falls asleep, Bash asks her what her favorite food is, to which she answers, croissants.
Oh, it's not a liquid? I'm shocked, honestly. With the amount of syrup, I was definitely expecting straight yogurt.
I don't think anybody's favorite food is yogurt.
You haven't met fucking Winnie Darling. Winnie Darling, if it's not viscous, she's into a croissant, so
yeah,
I'm sure it's cream filled. Don't worry.
The next morning, she wakes up to find Bash has made croissants for her and almost starts crying.
Oh my goodness. These boys are the nice ones.
Yep.
They're living up to the rep. Good job, guys.
As she sits down to eat, Bash says that all of the other boys are out save for Pan, who's in his tomb. They call it that because it's completely underground since sunlight could kill him.
Oh. So not only does he lose his magic, but straight up, if he touches the sun, kaput. He is very vampire energy right now.
He is very much so. Cass comes in, dropping some fish on the counter, which Winnie wrinkles her nose at, so they decide they're going to teach her how to clean fish.
Wait, so they're having croissants and fish for breakfast?
I think that she's... No. She's finished eating.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they just bring in this is preparation for a different meal.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, your baking skills, amazing. Croissants are difficult. We have some questionable choices of combos.
Of food pairings. Fish croissants.
I'm sure actually that anything on a sandwich made out of croissant is fine. But in my mind, it's 9 a.m.
Bash jokes that they're doing this to take care of her, and Winnie says she takes care of herself since her mom was usually out courting old white men as a sex worker. The twins tell her that they've killed many an old white man because in Neverland it's kill or be killed. Cass expertly finishes cleaning the fish, and Winnie notices that he's good with a knife. Bash shows her a symbol that Cass carved for him on his skin, the symbol of their house, and tells Winnie that they're Fey princes.
All right, so we've even foregone tattoos.
Yeah.
So anyway, I started carving.
He explains that they were banished for killing their father and doesn't give a reason why, other than to say, quote, because we could.
Why not? What the fuck?
Yeah.
These guys.
The fish is actually an offering for their sister Tilly, who's coming tonight to see Winnie because it's a full moon. They haven't seen her since Winnie's mom was in Neverland.
I adore that they're using cat rules for their sister. We're going to make her a treat. It's going to be a fish. We're going to leave it out here. We haven't seen her in a long time, so she gets that good smelly ones. We're going to gut it live. Yay!
Winnie spends the afternoon exploring the house and comes across Vane in the library reading Frankenstein because he's a cultured bastard.
Of all of the gothic novels to read, Frankenstein's the banger.
Uh-huh.
We know he's got a good vocabulary. That book makes you Google some stuff.
It does. Frankenstein is such a good book. This podcast is not about books like Frankenstein, but it is a fantastic novel.
It's a great book. Strong recommend.
Yeah.
We love Mary Shelley.
He asks her what she wants, and she doesn't really know, but being alone with him excites her, even if she's still pissed at him for how he acted last night with the patua.
The anti-hoctois. Yeah, you just spit in my mouth. That's not what I asked for, and you know it.
Vane says she should leave, but Winnie climbs into his lap instead and takes her shirt off.
Now I'm shirtless too, team.
Nipple to nipple.
Yes, exactly. Now we're all allergic to clothes. What you gonna do about it? I dare you. Boop.
She spent most of her life assuming it would end at age 18, and she's determined to have Vane. This ends with him pinning her to the carpet and titty slapping her before telling her she shouldn't fuck with him and leaving.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Sometimes you play hard to get too much, and I think this is too much. No titty slapping. Titty fucking, acceptable.
Yes.
But there's these the Dreamweavers, the twins, are granting so many things, and even Pan's better.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
This, of course, only makes Winnie want him more.
Did your fucking death shadow make your dick dead? Come on.
Literally, come on me. Pan wakes up later on and finds Winnie in the library with the book Vane was reading. She's gotten under his skin in a way that he's not used to, usually just using sex for the basest of reasons, but with Winnie, it's different.
I have feelings in my penis.
He says he needs to prepare her for what's going to happen that night and explains that a darling took his shadow. He doesn't remember the name of the darling who did it, but that memories of ancestors can be inherited and are too difficult to find in children, hence why they take the darlings at 18.
So he's going to try to get her to retrace genealogical steps through memory?
Yep.
Oh, okay. This is some interesting logic of you know how you're drunk when you lost your keys? What if you get drunk again and then think like drunk you? But with ghosts.
Fantastic. The Fae Queen can enter a human's mind, and Winnie guesses that that's how all of the darlings go mad.
They're going to let Tilly do the mind hypnosis deep track searching.
Exactly. Pan can't reassure Winnie about this, but tells her to go get changed so that he can take her somewhere. As they walk, he asks where her scars came from, and she confesses that people her mother hired are the reason she has them, and that her life would have been normal if Peter Pan didn't abduct every member of her bloodline.
Facts. These scars are technically not your fault, but also kind of.
He tells her he wouldn't have had to if a darling hadn't taken his shadow, and Winnie asks how she stole it. All Pan will say is that there was a coup, and distracts her by showing her the Never Lagoon.
I thought you were going to be like, his dick.
He should. She would be blowing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm lost in the sauce.
It's surrounded by a white sandy beach, and the water is bright turquoise. When they get closer, they can see shapes moving beneath the surface with glowing eyes, which Pan says are some kind of ghost mermaids.
Oh, man. Okay, fine. I guess we're not going to get fish slit sex.
Sadly, not in this book. Tink once told him that they were trapped souls, the lagoon a portal to the afterlife, but nobody really knows.
There's a lot of fairy lore in the world, and water tends to be a thing. Mirrors, water, any kind of circle. So
Yeah.
I feel like that makes sense for this world.
Winnie says it's amazing, and he tells her that her mother said the same thing. He brought Mary there to try and help her because she'd been crying, though he doesn't give the reason why she was, and the lagoon seemed to help a little bit. When Winnie shivers, he gives her his shirt, because they're all allergic to shirts. He's like, wasn't going to use it anyway. And
my nipples are always hard. Thank you for coming.
and they have to head back to the treehouse for Tilly's inquest. While they approach the house, Winnie realizes that it's actually started to feel like home to her.
You know, sometimes you go on vacation and you're like, I could live here.
Yeah, that's how she feels about Neverland.
Yeah, I'm a person who anytime I go anywhere for any reason, Boston in the middle of winter, I'm like, I could totally live here. I could totally make a life here. And people, really though? Are you sure? I'm like, yes. I find everything charming. I feel she has this same mindset. There's chains, there's penises, people have their hearts ripped out. I could totally build a life here. I could totally do that.
What more could a girl need?
Honestly, she just likes warm weather. She's like, by the seaside, pretty water. Yeah, it's filled with ghost monsters, but it's so turquoise.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? They go inside and Pan orders Cass and Bash to get her ready. She tells Cass she doesn't want to do this, but he tells her that she has no choice, and Bash assures her that she's stronger than she thinks she is. Tilly arrives and looks every bit like the fairy Winnie envisioned, beautiful and complete with iridescent wings.
Oh, she did get to see some wings. Good for you, girl. So she's like, my mind didn't break from the fucking, but it might break from mind fucking.
Pretty much.
She's a little bit worried about her amygdala getting raked over the coals.
Yeah, basically. Winnie notices when Tilly greets Pan that something seems off, but he doesn't appear to notice. Tilly all but ignores her brothers and asks Winnie if the boys have been behaving themselves, which we all know that they have not.
No, not at all. Does she eat the fish?
Not in front of him.
Okay. But they worked so hard.
She just picks it up and swallows it whole.
Honestly, no notes if that happened.
She has Winnie sit down so she can start. As soon as Tilly touches Winnie's head, Winnie feels a wave of excruciating pain.
Ooh, no, the mindfuckery is not even sexy mindfuckery.
Not at all. We're with Bash next, who is less than pleased by his sister's dismissive attitude towards them when they did what they did in large part for her. He watches as she weaves her fingers into Winnie's hair, and then there's a flash of blinding light before Winnie starts screaming. He wants to intervene badly, knowing where this will end, and so does Cass. But to everyone's shock, it's Vane who steps in.
Oh, shit. You can't break her. I haven't fucked her yet.
Winnie, meanwhile, is in agony and doesn't feel like she can endure this, but so much of her wants to help Pan and the Lost Boys.
Aww.
She gives in just as she collapses into Vane's arms. Vane says they're done and carries her to his bed. He's going to leave her there to sleep, but Winnie asks him to stay, and he lays down with her.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be alone, especially after she got laser blasted to the brain.
Exactly. She asks why he intervened, and he doesn't want to tell her, but finally admits that where he comes from, he's seen girls be broken before, and he's tired of watching it.
Aw, he's the secret marshmallow? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got a soft side.
Yeah, listen, the only death I like to see is when these girls die of coming.
I want them to die on the end of my cock.
Yeah, they explode in pleasure, not in pain. I have my preferences.
I've got standards. Winnie says she's stronger than he thinks, but Vane tells her to rest, and she falls asleep in his arms.
What a little cuddle bug.
I know, it's so cute.
A little murder cuddle bug.
Yeah, a little mouth spitting cuddle bug.
We have it all.
In the next chapter, Winnie's in a dream. She watches as a familiar-looking, auburn-haired woman puts a box away in the trunk that Winnie recognizes as belonging to her great-grandmother, Wendy. There's a secret panel within the trunk that she stows the box in, and a moment later, a fairy that looks very similar to Tilly walks into the room. The fairy says he can never have it back, and then places her hand on the woman's head, and with a flash of blinding light, the woman is dead.
Oh my gosh, so it worked. Technically, she saw where that box was placed, and I mean, it's a fair assumption that the shadow's in that box.
Exactly.
And then Tilly fucking killed her great-grandmother.
Tink did.
Oh, it's Tink.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the political intrigue.
Right? The fairy also says that Pan will never have his darling. Winnie notices that there's a child watching from the closet.
Interesting. This is a really cool and complex intergenerational memory thing.
Yeah. Winnie wakes up alone in Vane's bed and goes to find Vane, Cass, and Bash sitting around in the kitchen. She says she needs to talk to Pan, but it's daytime and he'll be asleep in his tomb. She persuades Vane to unlock Pan's room for her, and when she goes to find him inside, he's actually awake.
Sunlight, bitch! What's up? No. So he's just standing there in the room, not sleeping at all?
He's not sleeping.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. His whole house just smells like cigarettes.
Yeah, so bad. Oh, gosh. I'm sure it's horrific.
Yeah. She asks about the fairy she saw, and Pan confirms that it was Tinkerbell. Winnie asks what happened to her, and Pan admits he killed her before asking why the fuck she woke him up.
He's like half asleep, rubbing his eyes. What? I killed that bitch. I don't know. What did you want from me? I'm sorry. I need a couple more minutes and a coffee before I can keep secrets.
Yeah. Winnie tells him that it's about his shadow, and that perks him right up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No need for caffeine. I'm here. I'm with it.
He explains that a darling took his shadow, but Tink was the mastermind behind it. Vane adds that Tink was in love with Peter, but hated the darlings, and Peter was in love with the original darling.
Wow. Very jealous ex.
Yeah. And not even an ex. Peter and Tink were best friends.
And he just didn't see her that way.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm gonna fucking ruin your life.
Basically. Once he'd killed Tink, he lost his primary lead on where his shadow might be, but figured that the darling's younger sister might know. Winnie realizes she must have been the child watching in the closet.
Right.
Winnie tells him that she thinks she knows where it is, in her great-grandmother's trunk, back in the human world. When the sun sets, they all head off. Since nobody but Vane can fly and he can't carry all of them, they'll have to jump off Marooner's Rock, where the portal is.
Let's all jump off a cliff holding hands. Woo!
Pretty much. Pan tells Winnie that the magic will take care of it so they don't die, and he can return her to her world once he gets his shadow. But it's clear that Winnie doesn't really want that, and neither does he.
I don't want the dictation to end.
No, who would?
So let's go get your shadow and then have more?
They jump and wind up in a pond near Winnie's house in the human world. So from water to water.
Yes, absolutely. Port of water, fairy world. We love it.
Yeah. They walk to the house and find the door unlocked and Mary alone with the brownie we met earlier in the book and several other brownies.
Oh no, the political intrigue is coming back in a bad way.
Pan asks why he's there, and he says Tink didn't want Pan to be king, and the brownie dedicated his life to her. He always knew where Pan's shadow was, but figured Pan would die before he ever found it.
Shit, everybody's got an unrequited crush on somebody in this story.
The brownie figured that they would give the shadow to the twins, and that nobody wants Pan to be king again, so he won't let him leave there with his shadow.
Fuck. So Bash and Cass are finding out that this plan
This is their
the first time.
First time hearing of it.
Ugh. Well, like maybe they don't even want the shadow.
Yeah, exactly. A fight breaks out between Pan's crew and the brownies, and Winnie runs to her mother, who's frightened but okay. Winnie rushes to the trunk and knocks on it to open the secret drawer, and inside of it is a box.
Oh, she's found it. Quick. I'm glad that she used the distraction of everybody else tearing out hearts and shit.
The Lost Boys slaughter all of the brownies, leaving the last one for Peter to deal with. The brownie tells the twins if they join him now, they can return to court, and the twins speak in their secret language to each other with the little bells ringing in the background. They turn on the brownie and ask him what Tilly was really doing to the darlings when she rooted around in their heads, helping or destroying memories.
Fuck.
Because Mary wanted to help them and still wound up going mad.
They do know their sister because they kind of had an inkling.
Yeah, they were starting to suspect her.
Every single time they're doing this same thing, and every single time they're just going insane instead of having any memory. You'd think they would try something else at a certain point.
Right?
Like maybe after the 5th one or something. Like, hey, let's choose a different tactic, but they're men. If it didn't work, let's keep bashing our head into this wall to see if it does eventually.
As a Taurus, I respect the stubborn tenacity.
Good for you guys. I love that you don't know how to quit.
I mean, I remember one time, because I am a person who does that, where I just bash my head into something until I make it go. And one time in my apartment, I drilled a massive hole in the wall.
Oh my God, yes.
Because I was trying to hang a floating nightstand. And I was, that's weird that the drill bit broke in the wall. Let me just put another one on there and see if that one works. And then it was like a huge chunk of wall that I had ripped out, and I was like, I'm just gonna spackle over this and pretend it never happened.
Absolutely. And that was the day I remember. I'm a little bit handy. I'm not the handiest person that's ever, but I do mow my own lawn, as we've discussed.
Yes.
And I did put up your washer and dryer and
you did
connect all the hoses and the pipes and the drain vents.
You did all the research, and you were, this is the kind of plug we need. And I was like, why am I horny right now?
I know. My dick is huge. Thank you very much. It's the gayest you'll ever be. But I remember you calling me about that. I was like, isn't that whole wall cement? We could do it, but we definitely need different drill bits.
The brownie points out that Pan killed Tink, and the twins reply that their mother was no angel before Pan stabs and kills the brownie.
Oh, I love that did you know that Pan killed your mom? And they're like, we killed our dad. Fuck off. We don't really care about parents.
Yeah, no. Patricide is totally cool around here.
Twins are, fuck both of them, honestly.
Winnie steps forward with the box that contains Peter's shadow. He remembered how he killed Tink when he found out what she'd done, simply saying, I don't believe in fairies, which he knows makes him a coward.
That's a coward because he didn't, choke her to death, rip out her heart with his own bare hands?
Give her a chance to defend herself, by fighting, because Tink could probably fight.
Yeah, that's true. She had a lot of magic. She killed a darling.
Yeah.
Boof. So that only works for Faye. So that would work on the twins.
Uh-huh.
But it wouldn't work on him.
Exactly, because Peter is not Faye.
Okay, and it wouldn't work on Vane?
It wouldn't work on Vane either. Vane is also not Faye.
Oh, that's super sucky to have such an easy way to kill all of them.
Yeah.
I would be really worried if I were Cass and Bash just walking down the street. Some pirate sees you and is, don't believe in fairies, fucking dead. Like, what a crazy wild card that you could throw at any time.
Just dead immediately.
Woof.
Pan orders Vane and the twins to get rid of the brownies' bodies, and Mary goes out to help them find the shovels. Pan tells Winnie she's helped him and can stay when she hands over the box, but she wants to come back to Neverland with him. He's super into that sweet darling pussy, so he agrees to take her home.
He's, oh, yay! Let's all go back with our magic box so I can get your magic box.
Exactly. Winnie breaks the news to her mom and asks if she wants to come with them to Neverland, but Mary wants to stay.
Out of curiosity, because I've been wondering this the whole time, did they also fuck their mom?
No. Oh, okay. No, there was a rule in place that they don't fuck the darlings. They didn't fuck any of them except for Winnie.
That's great. So we didn't fuck your mom, your grandma, your great-grandma, none of them. We broke our rules immediately, but just for you.
Yeah.
Sweet. Actually, this is important knowledge.
Yeah. You find out later on in the books that Wendy got down with someone, but it was not Peter Pan and the Lost Boys.
Okay. He was just in love with her.
He was in love with one of the other darlings, the darling before Wendy, I believe.
So he was in love with OG Darling.
Yes.
But that was a very, very long time ago.
Exactly. Winnie promises to visit her mom as often as she can and bring her cloudberries since her mom loves them so much.
Oh, yeah, that's the one good memory that her mom had.
Yeah.
That wasn't blood and terror. Hold still, honey, for your 7th exorcism. Oh, are you losing your teeth? Let's do something with it.
In the epilogue, we're with Pan, who's ready to take his shadow back on. Everyone closes in around the box, prepared to grab it in case it tries to get away. And when he unlatches it, 2 shadows leap out.
Oh, the life and the death shadow?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, both of them. It was missing. So the whole of the island's shadows were in this box.
Yep.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Which one does he take? Does he take both?
We don't know because that's the end of the Never King.
That's so crazy. And we didn't get to fuck Vane. Wait. We just got mouth spitting. Book 2, man. Book 2.
Oh, yeah. Book 2. Absolutely.
Yes.
Book 2 is called
on.
Book 2 is called The Dark One.
Okay.
And we actually get Hook's point of view in The Dark One.
Oh, we're going to meet more.
Yeah.
I love this. This is so great. It felt very quick, very good pacing.
It is a very quick book. It's on the shorter side. I was actually surprised that I wrote as much as I did for it because I thought it was going to be shorter, like Ice Planet Barbarians was. But there was just so much to talk about.
There's a lot of lore packed into here.
Very true. And she's another author who manages to do really good world building without making it feel heavy or overwhelming. You can follow it very, very easily, but that doesn't mean that the story itself is simple.
Yeah.
The story itself is really complicated, but you comprehend it so well because she does such a good job of writing it.
And have you read the other books in the series?
Yes, I have read up to the 4th one. The Never King is the 1st one. The Dark One is the 2nd. Their Vicious Darling is book 3.
Ooh, love that title.
The 4th is The Fae Princes. And then the 5th is The Never Queen. And there's novellas. And one of them is literally titled The Spitting Scene from Vane's POV.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, this series is so fun. And they're very quick reads.
This is my kind of beach read. Read spitting scenes with a Mai Tai in your hand. This sounds like... How else are we going to vicariously take on a darling-themed vacation?
Basically. And I might cover the other books if you would be interested in listening to that.
You know me. The answer is always yes. I have a good time here.
I would definitely love to cover the rest of them because they're all great.
I feel like you have to be in a mood for dark romance.
You do.
But when it strikes, I don't know about you, but I go on a fucking binge.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while, there's a trope that comes and takes you by the throat.
Yeah.
You're like, I need to see so much hurt fucking comfort. I want everybody to be locked in a closet and very sad about themselves and dealing with parents who never hugged them. And then the next week, you're like, I want tooth rotting fluff. I want to have to floss between chapters.
I love that description. That's fantastic.
Yes. My reading schedule is specifically built to stall my imaginative engine, but then we rebuild.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I speak for the trees. I am the Lorax. We did. We enjoyed it, Marleigh. Thank you very much for your contribution to this world.
You are most welcome. We are on social media. You can find us on TikTok at Book Emporium and find us on Instagram, Book Emporium Podcast.
Send us your recommendations for books that you really liked, or send us on a wish list.
Whatever you guys like. And if you do want to send us recommendations, please reach out to us on our Gmail. It is bookemporium@gmail.com. Or you can go to our website, bookemporium.com, and just submit it via the contact form.
You could leave a comment, slide into our DMs. We love you, and we're paying attention.
Yes, we are. Please rate and review us wherever you're listening. We would love to hear from you and get your feedback on what you think of the podcast.
Yeah, we come out with new episodes every Monday, so come back sometime during the week. We don't care when.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.